Yo, guys, welcome back to the shout out. I've been waiting for this episode for so long. Guys, we have Curly, frontman for the Vigilantes. Dude, thank you so much for coming on.
That's all right. Cheers for having me.
Thank you. Dude, we just played a gig with you. It was awesome. You've been so busy with the album and the tour. We can't wait to get into all of that. But first, Dan's going to hit you with some quick fire questions.
Yeah, I've got 6. It used to be 10, so we've cut them down because they used to get very long. But first thing that comes into your head, what was the last song you listened to?
Full Circle by Good Wealth, Good Health. Good Health, Good Wealth.
Oh,
I always keep getting it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your dream venue to play in?
Red Rocks in States
Cool.
is probably.
I think that's the second time we've had Red Rocks.
Yeah, I think someone brought it up.
If you could create a festival, what 3 artists or bands would headline? You can take one slot.
What it's going to do? Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, that is difficult. Right. Just off live performance. Is this alive or dead?
Alive or dead? Yeah, it could be anything you want.
Okay. All right. Oh, you're horrible. You should have given me a bit more prep time for this. I'd love to have seen Michael Jackson. I think Michael Jackson's got
Yeah.
I think that's big, not regret. Like, yeah. Yeah, these quick fire ones are really not going well. 'Cause I'm gonna get
It's a slow burner. Slow burner questions.
yeah. I'll say like, I don't know. Oasis was one actually because I think did you guys see them in summer?
No, few.
No.
I'm going to be honest. It's probably the best show I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised about that. I'm kind of surprised that you said that because I don't get a lot of Oasis vibes from your music, but we can talk more about that.
Really?
But no, I didn't get. I got to I think 80,000th in the queue before it kicked me out, and
I was in the first. I think I was 7th. Like really, really early.
7th in the queue.
Really?
Yeah, on pre-sale, something like that. I was like ridiculously early pre-sale on Friday. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Super fan.
I got like I just kind of like I get kind of lucky with those sort of tickets. I don't know for the third. I'll just take Oasis twice, doing 2 different sets.
Oh. I thought you put yourselves on the Sunday. No, you can headline the Sunday.
Yeah. We'll close out whilst people are. Yeah, no. Those Oasis shows like they're in like a different tier category of gigs that I've been to. So it's like, and like the thing I left with is like the songs they didn't play is just mental. That they could actually do a second set that I would be as happy with. But yeah, just to.
Well, maybe they should take the Sunday as well, so that you get to hit all of the songs that you wanted to.
Yeah. No,
but you're off the list. Sorry,
You're off the
you've been kicked off your own festival.
No, I'm a big Parker monkey.
Cool.
Yeah, like absolutely adore. Probably like one of the first bands I really, really got into. And then like love Noel's solo stuff as well, and all of that. Yeah.
Nice. This might have answered your next question, but what is the dream band or artist to support on tour?
Oh, it depends, right? Because when you go on tour, I think something I want from something I like from shows is what you learn from the other person.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're watching it, I don't know. Do you ever kind of? I feel like watching live music, right? In a sense, I've kind of stopped enjoying it. I was saying this to a friend the other day. Like I've seen so many gigs now, and I've, like done so many and loads of things like that I stopped sort of enjoying it in a sense, because it's like you're watching it and you're like analysing the songwriting or performance aspect or and it's quite
wondering what gauge of strings the guitarist is using.
Yeah, and there's things like God, you literally hit. It's really weird, right? Like you could ask me quite a esoteric or like very difficult question to answer. It's literally the most simple one. I'll just say Radiohead because just
great one.
What is one band or artist that no one has heard before that you love? So just a small artist that you're into.
I really love the Excerpts. If you never listened to them,
okay, I'll have a listen. Yeah,
they've been around for like quite a while, but they're on the same agent as Biffy Clyro. If you like sort of like Biffy Clyro, Twin Atlantic,
Yeah.
They're kind of like that, and their third, There Is Only You, that is cover to cover, just real solid songwriting,
Nice.
really good choruses. They should be way bigger than they are, like they really should. I've seen them like a million times. What was the question? Small? No, actually, no. The other one. I'd love to go on tour Jimmy Eat World. Actually,
Okay, cool. Yeah.
yeah, possibly. Absolutely. Yeah. They're big fan. But yeah,
Nice.
The middle is, when you're at band and you just find yourself randomly playing a song, the
Yeah,
middle
so
is
right.
the song that I always end up playing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. I wanted to go see him at Halifax Peace Hall this year, but I haven't got tickets. They're playing with Rise Against. I was like,
Oh,
50-year-old me would absolutely eat this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our final question, most importantly, Audi or Lidl?
Audi or Lidl?
Yeah.
Neither. Waitrose, mate.
Wow, our first refusal.
Whoa!
Sorry, I just right. By the way, viewers of this has just dropped from like 20.
Holy!
From five
Middle
to
class
100.
exposure. He
So,
doesn't care.
I'll be honest. Look, I don't shop in Waitrose either. Like,
Most people who actually don't like either.
No, I'm Lidl. I'm Lidl over Aldi, actually.
Let's go.
Yeah, Lidl Bakery is pretty good.
Yes.
And yeah, their meat's pretty good as well. See, I'm just triggering all sorts of people, right?
We had someone answer. I think they answered Aldi because of the hummus and the ice cream. It was so specific.
Who was that?
Who was that? It was ages ago. I can't remember. It was
Hummus and ice cream together.
No, not together. Just individually,
No.
they appreciated. Literally, the second they said Aldi, like great hummus and great ice cream. And I was like, wow, that stood out in
who
life so
fucking
much.
was it? They loved the hummus. I can't remember now. It's annoying me.
I'm gonna have to try it as well.
Yeah, give it a try.
Aldi or Lidl with the good hummus.
Aldi has good hummus.
Aldi has good hummus.
Yeah.
Thank you for answering our quickfire questions. That was one of my favourite ever quickfire questions we've ever done.
Thank you. It wasn't that quick.
It wasn't that quick. But they're not meant to be quick. They're meant to be conversation style. We want to dig into your brain a little bit and ask you the kind of questions that might not come up.
Icebreakers, yeah. Corporate icebreakers.
We want to ask the kind of questions that might not normally...
Now it's like a job interview. They're painful job interviews where it's like 10 people in the room. You all humiliate each other.
And I'm just taking notes after every question, like,
Right.
Yeah. Right, but we didn't have you on to talk about hummus at Audi. No. We kept you on to talk about your album, Golden Record. When I saw you the other day, I've been obsessed with this album. I have it in my car. I listen to it all the time. It's genuinely a wicked record. This is your first proper album, right?
Yeah. Thank you, by the way. That's really nice of you.
Dude, yeah. I love it. And seeing you play it live as well was awesome. What's your favorite track on it?
I think probably Explore. I think is number one. Yeah, I think collectively as a band, it's probably Mondays. I think between us.
Love that.
Which is because we played that live the most, and we think it doesn't go down quite as well. I mean, it still does, but it's like others that weren't. It was a bit of a toss-up. Like Fenway was the last one that was written for the album. And at the time, I was like, this is a single. This is a single. This is better than Mondays. But we persisted with Mondays. And the whole time in the back of my mind, I was going, I think Fenway is the better single. And then live now, I think Fenway goes down better than Mondays. So it's like this weird vindication in my mind of people going, I love that song. And in my mind, I was like, fuck.
Yeah. Well, I literally went to, I don't know who the guy who was there with you, but Fenway's my favourite song. And I went to him and I said, after Fenway, that song is my fucking favourite song. It should have been a single.
Oh, was it Tim?
Tim, yeah.
Yeah. My dog's body. Yeah.
But I went to him about Fenway. It is genuinely that song that lives rent free in my head since I've heard it.
Oh, that's good. Cheers. It's weird though, right? Because there's a song. There's we're probably getting into this, and this is when before when I said, oh, maybe I'm a bit too critical on people's music. There's a part of that song that just doesn't quite work, like structurally.
Right.
and I kind of want more time to work on it. Like there were bits where it's just getting the flow quite right. It's still not quite right. It's good, but it's just not. I think there's something else I'd probably do with it, and I've often toyed with the idea of even releasing songs and then kind of taking them down and putting new versions up.
Well,
You could be there forever though doing that, because if you're a perfectionist in like what you do, I feel
yeah.
like a lot of musicians are. You'll just be there forever.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's perfectionist. It's like with pretty much all the other songs, there's only a few little bits across the album that I think that I could slightly improve. But there's other ones where it's like actually no, like I don't need to touch that again because like, as a song it works and like I'm really happy with the production and everything like that and the takes generally like it gets to a point where you go I'm not going to get a better take than that or or I'll be here all day. But I think it's only probably Fenway and I think Let Down. I think are the two, which is weird because we played them live.
That's like my two favourite from the album.
Yeah. But maybe I need to stop like, meddling with songs.
Stop
like,
listening to your own music.
Maybe just bring Dan into the studio with you, just so you can have him in your ear. Just saying,
you don't want me in the studio.
Stop, you're making it shit.
Well, an interesting point about that though, that I wanted to bring up, because I said those are my favourite songs, and they are. But you do manage to write an album, and this is the thing that pisses me off a lot about albums that are coming out now. Is a lot of it can just sound like the same song 10 different times, but you do manage to make it so that every song is very unique. How do you kind of think about that going into it, or does that just happen?
Well, it's yes and no, right? So we had the song. Basically, we had enough songs when we went in. I think we had about 30 that we kind of contemplated taking
right.
Yeah, probably. Probably more. To be honest, if I wanted to take it, we're probably about 50 to 60. I think probably could have been in the ballpark, but there was only about 30. I think that we thought actually this could. And I'm not saying these are 30 fully fleshed out things that go right. Yeah. There's probably, 40, 50 probably ideas, and then 30 more fleshed out ones, and then out of them there was probably 12 to 15 that we had a solid idea for. And then we gave them all over to our producer. He listened through all of them, and then he was like, I think these are the good ones. Then we picked out 7 or 8 out of them, and that's what we went with. And interestingly, Sync was quite... we really liked Sync, but then we just didn't think it fit on the album. And then Brendan basically was like, no, that's the best track. So he and we were still like, I don't know. And then he kind of pushed us on with that, which is really good. And then, we kind of went through it. But anyway, long way around houses. We kind of got to these 8 songs, and then I basically thought every single day, how is this going to flow as an album? Yeah. So it's got to really do it. And I met Father John Misty once, and I asked him about it, because it's like, well, your albums flow and they're very thematic. How do you do it? And his whole thing was, if you try to write with a theme, it doesn't work. Right. Like it just really doesn't work. You basically need to write the songs and flesh the songs out, and you'll naturally have like a strand that's together. So out of those like 30 songs we kind of went with, we put them into pots of like these kind of go together and these go together and these go together. So you kind of get three kind of albums in a sense. So there's songs that have been left off because they don't quite fit into that vein.
Basically. Man, look, I love that there's that much thought that goes into it, because it does show so clearly when you listen to the album as a full thing, start to finish. Because like, I've got the CD, I put it in my car, so I literally just go start to finish. I don't put it on shuffle or anything. And I could tell that there's thought behind getting the flow just right. And it's something that a lot of people just aren't doing. People aren't making albums, and if they are. Especially like a lot of the bands like from the 90s and 2000s that are now releasing their 15th album or something. I just feel like there's not that kind of thought going into it.
Yeah, I agree. I think albums are too long. Generally, like it was the thing that Radiohead said where they did Hail to the Thief. They're like, it was 15 tracks, and they were like, yeah, it's just like 5 tracks too long. And like that album, that's probably the one that I put on the most, right? Because I really like songs, and I'm just like, this is so long.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
Yeah.
I think their songs are really good, but I'm like, this probably could do with like 4 tracks, just
Yeah.
knocking off, and it would just solidify it. And what they do now is their albums, I think, since that have only been 8 to 10 tracks.
Hmm.
It's
And
good. Yeah.
yeah, and it's better. It's more digestible. So
Yeah.
what you want to do is take people on a journey. And so I basically thought about it in 3 acts, and
Mm.
so like the final 3 songs should all be played together.
Yeah.
Like Fenway Whistle Garden should all be
Mm.
together, and it works as a flow through. And I did listen to it every single day, and like all the lyrics were written out in order.
Awesome.
And then it
Yeah.
starts to keep those sort of that strand all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's mad that this is your first album and
Yeah.
you've done it so like you must have been thinking about this for a long time before you recorded it, right? Because it's so well thought out.
we started it November 23, I think.
Okay.
Wow.
That's when we started recording. We record and we finished it August 25. So and there were like one or two. There was like 1 or 2 tracks, I think, maybe just one, that we didn't roll with in the end.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and that's like, yeah. So we just thought
It is a long process. It is a proper journey for you to go through to
Yes.
then take the listener through it when they listen back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you? So I'm going to move on now because you said you had 30 songs written and you chose
Yeah.
10? Is it 10 tracks on this album?
It's 10 tracks with 2 interludes. But it's 10
Yeah,
tracks.
yeah. Are you going to do another album?
Yeah. We've started it.
Oh wow.
Awesome.
It's,
Well, I wanted
I'll
to.
tell-
Sorry.
No, go on.
What I wanted to kind of ask about, because this was your first album. What lessons did you learn as a band creating an album that you can then take to your next album and be like, okay, this is what we should have done better? But I don't know if that's a bad question now because I've heard how well thought out it was.
No, it's good. I actually think it's weird, right? Because the second one, I think probably I've thought too much about it. So we've kind of only really agreed on the track listing, or I've had, in the last like week or two,
Right.
had like the thread that goes through where it's like, this actually is what the album is.
Yeah.
And that's given it direction. I kind of had quite a few ideas. We had about 4 songs that we agreed should be there, and then there was probably, I don't know, however many others. But then there were just songs where I thought, yeah, they're good, but it just doesn't. It's not doing something for me. It's not fitting, and it's very hard to describe. Where it's like, it just doesn't. It doesn't do the thing that I want it to do.
Yeah.
So this has got to. And we don't really care anymore about industry or anything about that, right? If you're going to do it, you have to do it for the love of doing it. And I see all of these bands who just fucking hate doing music, and all they do is create these like shitty little TikToks, right? and they spend all of their time. They're just content creators with a guitar, right?
Yeah.
They're not actually. They're not what a rock and roll band should be. It's just like, yeah, and everyone kind of goes on that. So it's like, actually, if we're going to do the thing, you've really got to think about it as an art piece or anything like that. And we're not, I'm not kind of saying that we're doing this great artistic statement. It's just actually, if at the end of whatever we do, you have these sort of albums that you go, actually, I'm proud of that. Like I genuinely put on Golden Record because I enjoy listening to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And, that's the thing. And album 2's got to have that same structure.
Do you when you're writing music? Because I had kind of a couple questions in this, but you mentioned flow quite a lot. Do you think about how it would sound live? Because in the crowd at your gig, one thing that I always thought, even just like dynamically, the whole set flows so well, and it kind of keeps you engaged, and it has these little kind of rises and falls. Do you think about when you're writing an album, what's going to sound well live? How would they go together well?
No, I actually don't.
Oh.
We treat them as two different things, right? So it was interesting. So the way we used to write songs is that we kind of jam out together in the rehearsal room, and now the way it works is that I kind of write the songs, and it goes through like this process of if there's an idea, if I don't have an idea and one of the lads has an idea, they'll send it in, and then sometimes like, yeah, okay, I feel where that should go, and it's not something that's you can't what's the word? I just feel it. Like that's just purely it. It's just down to this connects with me in some way that I want to express through it, right? And then the song comes and then it goes through a few things where I'll kind of structure the song out what I think it should be in like an ABC pattern.
Yeah.
And then we all come together and play it, and then the lads will add their bits, and then really they're the first sort of audience for it. So if they go, actually, they might go, no, that the chorus isn't that good, the verse is really good, and then we'll rejig things that way.
Yeah.
And then we don't really play them live anymore. We might play one, if we think about it. We toyed the idea of playing one of the songs recently. But it's kind of like people are still digesting Golden Record, so it's not really right to kind of bring new songs into it that they just can't listen to it.
So you don't play new songs until you've recorded them?
Yeah, we've only just done that in the last year or so.
Okay.
We're not. We've kind of got these like dodgy demos of like from phone recordings in rehearsal space of like songs. So like I've kind of got one of all of them, and then like I might link them together in like a playlist and then listen through that and kind of go, okay, and kind of fill in the gaps in my mind of where I think these things should go. But it's not like, it doesn't work that way. But then when it comes to the set list, again, it's that sort of same, okay, how's this going to flow together? And how can we perform this?
That's an interesting one because the album flows so well together, but obviously when you gig, you do some of your previous releases interweaved with the album. How do you decide which songs from the album not to play and then which ones to bring in for the set?
Okay, so Mr. Walker has never been played live and never will be played live.
When are you doing it live? I noticed you didn't play it last.
No. We might play it once, but it's kind of a joke that we don't play it. So like we quite like this sort of like joke where we're like, because originally we all thought it was like one of the weaker songs on the album, but I do still like it. It's kind of got like a foggy London, like if you imagine, like The Exorcist. Did you know the
right? Yeah.
Where the guy stood up looking at the window and there's kind of like the fog. Yeah, kind of makes me think of that, and I quite like that, and I quite and also I don't know if it would work live quite as well. Well, it probably, that's.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow. I did notice you didn't play Mr. Walker.
Yeah.
But you've got to admit, I guess you have to miss some of them out and you have to play Life in the Fast Brain because it's a fucking incredible song.
We didn't play Good Health, Good Wealth.
You didn't?
No, we didn't. We were like, oh, I don't think it will work in the set. And we what did we chop it out for? Because we did a shorter set.
Right.
So we did chop it out. But yeah, we haven't played Whistle live. Well, we have played Whistle live, right? So Whistle was written 10 years ago, and Letdown. Right, so funnily enough, right, we used to play Letdown and Whistle live, and they're very different to how they are now. Like Whistle was actually kind of electric guitars driven with drums and things like that.
Okay.
And then when we did, we wrote The Garden, and I wanted to have like it's got to feel like a medley on the way out. So I changed Whistle to piano in the key of what The Garden is, and then so at the end of The Garden, that actually was kind of where Whistle started, and I thought actually let's just flip it. Let's do, the piano thing before Garden, and then kind of tail out back into this, piano thing. Yeah.
So. Should we go back in time then? Because I didn't realize these songs were 10 years old. Let's go back in time. What does the Vigilantes look like 10 years ago?
Ugly. No, probably, no, sorry, that's the justice to the boys. They probably got uglier. I've probably got.
You said they've all got uglier, but you're giving
Yeah,
yourself the platform to say you've got better.
they were good looking guys, and I was a mutt. Yeah, no. What does it look like?
Was the band the same? Was it the same five members back then?
Well, Wilfie, who plays keys with us, he
Yeah.
wasn't around.
Okay.
So was Ryan there? It was me, Joe, and Alex. So Joe on drums and Alex on bass. Like we've kind of been together for. Wilfie's just messaged me as well. He's probably heard like.
His ears are red.
Awesome.
Yeah. We were together. We kind of we knew we wanted to do something. We were probably all right. We talked about this in the van quite a bit actually. Like I think that we possibly struggled with kind of like a small town mentality. So we come from Boston, right? And I think there's if you're in a city, those people have this like they have this confidence about them.
Yeah.
And I think when I look back at us, 20, 21 years old, I was like, we probably we were okay. We were okay, and I think like probably didn't have a look. The songs weren't quite there, and I think we just didn't have that confidence to kind of really do a statement of what of what we are. And I think that does hold you back from doing things. And I think also expressing yourself as who you are, which ultimately is like what music's about, right?
Yeah,
like the whole
so true. Yeah, that's great. I've never asked that question before, but that's so interesting to think about the lessons you've learned over 10 years of playing together. And dude, you're awesome. Your band is awesome. We really appreciate you taking the time to come on our pod, and appreciate you letting us support you at the Horn.
Yeah, that's all right.
The other week.
Really
we loved that. It was great fun. It was a great gig. Should we put some songs on the playlist?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh yeah, I was going to say before we ended, thank you for having us because I don't know if we did that first support gig of you in November. We were bricking it because we had done like those kind of 4 kind of band bills where it was like kind of a showcase night quite a lot. We'd never actually really supported anyone apart from the Sukis, so we were so nervous. But yeah, thank you like for that opportunity because that was massive for us, and I feel like we've gained a lot of confidence from that gig as well, and obviously supported you again last week. So I appreciate it.
No, honestly, yeah, it's great. One of the things I love doing is like when we go around and we support other people. I just want people to talk to us like that. That was it. Like, and you guys were like well open with that to begin with, and it was like actually like it's all about community in it, and it's like you just meet people, and it's like we do these kind of cool things where you share up like and that's I just think that's really important. And so
and that's what we do here on the shout out. Well. That's we were trying to kind of promote in that music scene.
Yeah.
My last question for you is: we have a shout out playlist where everyone who's come on gets to put one of their bands or whatever song they want on the playlist. If you can, could you choose one Vigilante song to go on our playlist, please?
Fenway,
brilliant. You'll make Dan happy.
Yes, I love that tune. I still don't know what you're singing in the chorus because you sing it too fast, but I give it a go every time.
Jukebox in the corner to tunes in the back of your pocket.
Yes, cigarette with a cherry. I know that one.
Pen plugged into a socket.
Ah, awesome.
Yeah, so it's like cigarettes.
I've been thinking about.
You said you weren't going to sing.
I couldn't help it.
Before you came on, I said if you want to do some he was going to do some covers for you, maybe sing a few tunes for the album, but at least you got a little bit in.
But that'll be for the Patreon. That'll be for the Patreon. Yeah. Now cover the whole album a cappella. Dude, you've been great. One last thing I'm going to ask of you.
Yeah.
Can you please shout out a band to come on our show?
Oh,
an achievable band. Don't say like Iron Maiden or something like that.
Say Oasis.
Yeah, Oasis or
I tell you what. I wonder if you Ben Kidson, who supported last night.
Yeah.
You possibly could get him. Yeah, but he was really nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, he was a really nice guy. There's probably some other people. I just can't think off the top of my like some stuff like that. I just can't think. I wonder if you could get what they called they're really nice guys as well. They're from
The rest of the
Grantham.
spaceman? They're lovely.
We've had way
Cherry
too many
Holt.
episodes. Cherry Holt.
Cherry Holt.
Cherry Holt.
Cherry Holt,
Cherry
I haven't
Holt.
heard of them.
Yeah, they were really they supported us. I mean, they are going to blow up. Like,
Yep.
you kind of get a feel around the band, and you know
Yeah.
that something's happening with
Totally.
them. And yeah, they're again, they were very like they supported us on their first gigs and things like that, and they're just like really, yeah,
Awesome.
really
Nice. Shout out Cherry Holt.
Curly, thank you so much for coming on our show. Keep doing what you're doing. We're going to be watching you very closely. Good luck with the rest of the tour. You've got too many dates to even bother shouting them out, but we're going to link your Instagram and everything so people can check it out. Guys, you have to see them live. They're awesome. Check out the album. Thank you for coming on, man.
No, thanks for having me.
Thank you. And thank you for watching this episode of The Shout Out with Danny and Dan and our amazing guest Curly from the Vigilantes. We have loads more episodes coming out. It's 2 a week. Subscribe, do the bell, do all the things.
Do the bell. Danny B's going so hard. Au revoir.